everything else fade out except some little thing here. So there's no trail there showing exactly. There's a little path here, and I think this goes down to Rendezvous Beach. But I think we're gonna try. Is this one we're gonna try? Here? Put this
the
one
further
out
one.
Here. This one out here? Huh? There's a trail with some, you said it's that's on them, right? So is that we're gonna try, right? But this gonna carry us away from Rendezvous Beach, because this is Rendezvous Beach here. It's gonna carry us all the way out here. Maybe this is Banting Cut, most likely. Anyway, we're gonna have to try to see if we don't go close to the sinkhole. Because you know there's a sinkhole out there in Thatch Valley, right? So we don't want to really go close to any sinkhole just in case we fall in. Let's go. Come Swift. You're supposed to be the guide. This is the plant I was telling you about the other day, cathedral what? Trumpet or something like that, but we call it love bush. If you take one of the leaves and put it under a stone, it would grow. When we were growing up, they used to say, if you put a stone and if you put one under a stone and it grows, that means you're good. I don't know if you're gonna find any fruits.
Any?
Huh?
Any?
Fruits.
Oh, fruits.
Yeah, like cherry mother or a mango or something. You might be in luck. I'll get some. Hey, Alex, look. Look. The tree full of cherries. This kind of sweet is sour. Nice tangy flavor. Yeah, the tree not climbing up in the tree. You will eat those, Alex? You will eat those fruits here?
I try one, but
you don't like it? Why?
not much taste.
Right. Not sweet. No sweet. It's more sour than anything. Oh, yay. Yeah. Look. Nice cherries. And so they're falling off tree. Nobody probably know they're up here yet to start to come and look for cherry.
Plenty?
Yeah, I can see the tree. I did 4 5. And the last time you come across it, we didn't even see any on the tree.
No.
You can plenty under the tree. Make a nice tangy flavor drink. And guavas starting to bear. Oh, look. The right one. What? Oh, I see another one. We're getting plenty fruits. Oh. That's 2. Put them in my pocket. Come in handy later on. We already have cherries, we have guava. We have to see what other fruits we can get. I'm trying to get by this here, right? And across out there, we see them hills there, that's Thatch Valley. So I believe it's out there they have the sinkholes. We're not trying to get to the sinkhole. We want to go along the side of the valley here. Then we go down and reach down by the sea. Hopefully we find the way pretty quickly. I walk with this because I know you're gonna have trees all in your face. Just to clear the place a bit. You know, this plant here we used to use when we were younger to wash dishes because the leaves abrasive. We call them sage, but when I look it up, they call them wild sunflower.
First time ever?
First time ever. Never come down here. Down to Martin on the other side. You know they have mango tree, there's a mango tree inside here. A coconut tree. You know they have them. And plenty grass for the animals. So they probably leave this until it get much drier.
Yes?
I think this is the endemic species also. Can't tell you what the name is, the scientific name, but it's an orchid. It's beautiful. You see them all along the roadside. I have this client of mine that when she comes from France, she always comes into Silver Hills because she says she is into orchids. She's an orchid specialist. He says there are over 14 or something species of orchids in these hills. She could identify them and she normally comes up and look at them. But I know I've seen 3 different ones up in here. This one here, purplish one, and one that grows up in trees, but I haven't seen any flowers on it. But that one is huge. The one in the trees is huge. I didn't even realize there's such a plain road down here.
Very clear.
I thought we'd have to be cutting the bush and putting up my markers that I work so hard on.
Not at this point.
Not ready yet for
No.
Oh, okay.
This is how I got lost years ago. Because
when I was so scared when I came home from work. Yes.
Because
all day out. Yeah?
Because the path was so clear that I thought it had to be this part to go where I wanted to go.
Oh. But this fence like it just got, man, Alex. This fence new?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if this is top. They used to do this. I'm not sure now, so I'm not going to taste it. But there used to be these little berries here that we used to eat. But I haven't seen them for so long. I believe in this, you know, but not taking a chance, eh? Makes me eyes myself.
Yeah. A bit different.
Yeah, this one sitting here look like just like a butterfly. Like it's a butterfly sitting between here. We have the trees up there. This one is what we used to call the shakarak. When you get the seed, you rub them, and then press it on you and it burn. Feel like it burn in you. But there are no seeds on the tree.
No seeds.
All I see is lots of sugar apple that have stayed on the tree and dried out and gone to waste. But not waste really, because you have young plants coming up. But I would have loved to eat some of those sugar apple. Then the one I never knew about in here.
This must be the driest part of the island.
See a coconut tree out there in the distance, you see? Yeah. All the way up in the distance there's a coconut tree. My parents used to come all the way down here to work ground. cotton and whatever else they used to plant. You see the white patches in the sea? The kind of brown patches in the sea?
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know if it's the sorghum seaweed or moving along. Or what it is.
You want to explain what we just saw?
Just a huge dog running along the side of the hill here, brown, very big. I don't know if it lives out here. I'm trying to see if I can see it again, spot it again. It was lying on the side, and then after they got up and started to move away. Feel a bit anxious, but it didn't come towards us. Seems very fat though, so I don't believe it's looking for food at the moment. We're going to look and see if we see it again on our way. We just went through the hills. One time they had this thing to say that there was a big cat up in Silver Hill. Huge cat. Maybe this is the cat. Oh,